Hello! Today I will show you how to build an F1 race car. This car is a lot of fun to build, a lot of fun to ride, and it is what it is. It's just a car. It is not meant for carrying any resources. It does not fly. It is not a boat. And it is just a little car that you can just ride around, have fun, and that's about it. All right, let's go. Okay, so you need the first order floor 04A, or you can use just any gray piece that you might have. That's like an 8 by 8 by 1. And we will lay it here at our foundation. We'll put another one right here. I will use the first order floor inner 06A. It's a 16 by 2 by 1. You can use, again, any piece that's the same size. I actually like this one because it's black. If you have another black piece that's the same size, you can use that too. Preferably try to use anything made with rock or obsidian. So yeah, we're gonna snap it to the middle one like so. We're gonna use the first order floor inner 03A. It's a 6 by 2 by 1 piece. And we will snap it over to this side. It could be either side that you like. So just so you keep in mind, this side where you're gonna snap it, that's gonna be the front side of your vehicle. And now we will use the first order trim curved 04A, and it's a 4 by 8 by 1 piece. Now there is no other piece that you can replace this with. There is no other piece that exists in the Lego sets that offer this piece for the moment. So keep in mind, you probably do need to use the first order set for this. And we will align it like that. We will use the Starkiller trim curved 04A. It's a 4 by 8 by 1 piece. We're going to place it like that. We're going to go back to our Starkiller trim curved 04A. And see those little two nudges? We're going to nudge it 2 times like this. And then we're going to place another one. That way you have 3 pieces, one stacked above the other. And we'll go back to our first order trim curved 04A. And we're gonna do the same. This is the shape that you should have. We're gonna use our vehicle base of 1. It's a 4 by 2 by 2 piece. We're gonna align it all the way to the bottom like this. So it should be aligning like the bottom part should be flat like that. All right. We're gonna snap that piece and nudge it all the way to the other side like so. So we're gonna place it exactly like that on the other side, on the back part. And we're gonna snap it and nudge it outwards. We're gonna use our vehicle base 03. It's a 2x6x2 piece. This is so that it's easier to snap the thrusters, but you can also try to find something that's around the same size and use that instead. We're gonna use our 1x16x1 haunted trim ebony. So the outside of the piece needs to, be facing outside. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna align it with that brown part from the back. We're gonna flip it and align it on the other side, just like so. I'm gonna use the Haunted Trim 05 Ebony. It's a 1x12x1 piece. And we're gonna align it all the way to the back, and then we're gonna nudge it twice. 1, 2. We're gonna flip it, and we're gonna do the same on the other side. 1, 2. Now I'm gonna use the Haunted Trim 04 Ebony Haunted House 1x8x1. So again, you're gonna align it to that one piece, all right, that we placed before. We're gonna nudge it. 1, 2. Flip it over and nudge it outwards. So whatever you do on one side, you are doing on both sides. And for our final piece, we're gonna use the Haunted Trim 03 Ebony. It's 1x16. 1x6x1. So this one cannot be nudged 2 times, so otherwise it's gonna match the other side. So the last piece, it's only gonna be nudged one piece. One space. So one space, you place it, flip it over, nudge it outwards to the other side. There you go. We're gonna use the Haunted Trim 01 Ebony. It's a 1x2x1 piece. Alright, we're gonna place this piece right on the back in the middle, like so. We're gonna go to our first order trim curved 04. We're gonna put it right there, 1 and 2. Alright. And we're gonna go to the Star Killer trim curved 04A. And we're gonna align it to the other piece, like so. We're gonna use the Haunted Trim 01 Gray. It's a 1x2x1 piece. We're gonna have it face it outwards, like so. And we're gonna flip it and nudge it to the other side to make it look like that. Now, for this part, we're gonna do it like this. We're just gonna go to the front of the car and we're gonna place it right there. And we're gonna go back to our Star Killer trim curved 04A. Okay, so it should look something like that, right? We're gonna go back to the first order trim curved 04A. You're gonna snap it to the other. We're gonna go back to our first order floor inner 03A. It's the 6x2x1 piece. We're gonna place it right here in the middle. We're gonna use our large driver's seat. We're gonna align it right there in the middle. And you're gonna nudge it twice. Like that. We're gonna use our large power center. We will flip the power center like this. So that little like yellow lip that it has on the bottom of it, it's gonna be facing towards the driving seat. We're gonna put it right there in the middle, like so. we're gonna go to our first order railing 04A. It's a 1 by 8 by 2 railing. And I will align it right there. And I will nudge it on the inside of that little railing that we made. And then I will nudge it out towards the seat. All right. I will nudge it 2 times. 1 and 2. And then you will place another one on the other side, just like that. So I will use the medium rear brush guard, and it's a 2 by 6 by 3 piece. And I will flip it like this, and I will nudge it a little bit like there. It has to be sort of aligned to that little gray section of that little black piece on top of this. So just so you see it a little bit, it's kind of aligned like that. It's not perfectly aligned, but it's kind of like there. All right, so that little gray thing from that piece has to be a little bit with that, a little bit aligned with that piece. All right. So again, just so you can see it. Okay, so for this, depending on where you're building it, so you can also add a storage unit on this section where we're gonna build. Just keep in mind that this is gonna make your car a little bit that there's gonna be a little detail that's gonna make it a little bit higher, just a little bit, but it's just an aesthetic choice. All right. So if you guys prefer this um, method, we can do it. So I will show you the Durburger first, but we will use this haunted house 1 by 6 by 1 piece. All right. This is the one that I prefer, but because it looks nicer. But if you're using this in a survival world, you might actually want to use the Durburger counter instead, so you can place those additional power cells in there. All right. If you're using this in Sandbox, then I guess this is the better version. So here is the Durburger prep counter medium. So this is where you actually can place it right there with the orange part of it facing towards the driving seat. All right, you can place it like that, and you have actually a lot of access to this. So you can place some storage stuff in there. All right, you can place like this. Also, remember, this is really not a car for resource runs or anything. So this is just like a little bonus, if you like. Again, I will be using the 1 by 6 by 1 trim, the Haunted Trim 03 Ebony. And you will just kind of like align it like this. All right? Like, it doesn't matter if it's facing outwards or inwards. That's your choice. I'm facing it outwards. All right? I will go to my decor section, and it's on the houseware section. And I will use the squadron rack. And I'm going to place this right there where I placed my little black piece on the back. Like so. So if you're using the Durburger counter, you can do that aligned to the Durburger counter, right? On top of the counter. We will be using 2 large thrusters, all right? You're just gonna snap it right there. And these will be channel 3. So as soon as you place them, they're already channel 3. We're gonna use 2 large powered wheels. We're gonna snap them 1 and 2 in the back. Check your wheels. Okay, so we will use two large steerable wheels and you will snap them on the front part of the vehicle. Like so. Don't forget to check your wheels. Thank you for watching.